As Merida residents, we can tell you that each of the city's neighborhoods has its own unique vibe. And if you're thinking about moving here, just know that the area that you decide to call home will really influence how your new life is gonna look like. So let's take you on a tour of 9 of the most popular neighborhoods here in Merida, and by the end of the video, you'll know which one is the right fit for you. Let's get started with the colorful Centro area. This is the heart of the action here in Merida. It's the oldest and also the most energetic, colorful, and touristic part of the city. As you can see, Centro is gorgeous with the charming colonial homes and businesses, and there are many historic squares where you can find a shady spot and just enjoy the uniquely Mexican sights and sounds around you.
So several years ago, we stayed here in Centro as tourists, and we had an amazing colonial home. It had a pool in the back with a swinging hammock, and it was really special. So if you're kind of looking for that colonial style home for your new life in Merida, then Centro is definitely the place to start looking. In fact, a lot of the different colonial homes here, they do have a little plunge pool also, which is great considering how hot it gets here. Check out some amazing places for sale here in the Centro area. So just to clarify for you guys, Centro is more of an area than an actual neighborhood. Merida is made up of a ton of very compact neighborhoods, so it's easier to just group them together by area. So here in Centro, we'll be checking out the Santiago, Santa Lucia, and Santa Ana neighborhoods. So while each neighborhood here in Centro has their own landmarks like churches, little squares, markets, and all that fun stuff, you probably wouldn't sense a major difference if you didn't know that you were exploring different neighborhoods. Although when you get to like the northern part of Santa Ana, it does start to transition away from like the historic Centro into the more modern parts of town.
Some notable things that you can find here in Centro. On the edge of the Santiago neighborhood is the best public hospital in Merida. You have a ton of restaurants, museums, squares, and nightlife. And as we mentioned, Centro has more squares, including the famous and iconic Zócalo. And local markets that just give this area a very wonderful urban Mexican vibe. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up the Centro area with some pros and cons. You wanna get started?
No, you fire away.
We have notes. We've been taking notes for you guys. So pros for Centro. Again, this includes the neighborhoods of Santiago, Santa Lucia, and Santa Ana, okay? So it's very walkable, which we love. It's very vibrant, it's very colorful. It is filled with, you know, so many beautiful churches and squares and the colonial homes and markets, and you feel like you're in Mexico. Like it's in the best possible way. Like
it is the oldest and the most historic part of town, and it feels that way. You know, it has that energy that a lot of people are looking for when they want to come to Mexico. So we love Centro. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So those are some of the pros. And then the cons, well, I think obvious one is very, very noisy. You know, there's traffic in a lot of the streets, so it gets loud.
Yeah, I think that to that point, there's like a few avenues and streets that like cut through the Centro, which are really, really busy. But then if you head north a little bit more to Santa Ana, where we are now, it does get better. So it does depend a little bit.
Yeah, but it is loud.
It is loud.
If you live in one of those like colonial homes, there's a good chance that people passing, you know, on the sidewalk can look inside your home, so you don't get a lot of privacy. What else did I write here? Oh, well, the obvious one, it's expensive here. So if you want one of those beautiful colonial homes, like you pay the price. Like it is not cheap.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the grocery store situation, like the more comfortable and even fancy grocery stores are more to the north side of the city. It's not really on this side in Centro, so this is more like the local markets and a few supermarkets, but not like the upscale ones.
Yeah, so if you want to buy like fancy products, like let's just call it like that, just like international products, then you have to drive up north to those stores. And here you get more of the local stuff. And another thing we noticed, a lot of renovations of these beautiful colonial homes. So it can be loud and you never know if you're gonna have like a renovation like right next to you. I think that's it. Like even saying all these cons, I don't care. Like I love this area so freaking much. It makes us so jealous because where we are is not like this at all. We'll show you in a sec.
It's completely different.
It is a different world.
Yeah.
So, you know, like you kind of think about what you want, but we miss this stuff. Like it's really nice.
I love Centro, yeah. It's a great part of town.
Yeah. One quick thing before we keep moving north. If you're someone interested in moving to Mexico, this is your reminder to please take our Where to Live in Mexico quiz that is going to be linked in the description. This quiz takes into consideration very important things like weather, lifestyle, and cost of living to match you with a unique result based on your own wants and needs. It's a super fun and low stress way to narrow down your search of places to live to just a few cities and towns, because let's be real, Mexico has so much to offer and is such a beautiful country that this is not an easy decision, but it is for sure the most important one. So after you're done watching this video, make sure to head to the description and take the quiz and just find out where in Mexico your heart belongs. Let's keep it moving.
So right now we are in Centro Norte, or North Centro. This is the neighborhood sandwiched, or the area sandwiched in between North Merida and Centro. And I know all these names are very similar to each other, but just kind of bear with us. We'll show you North Merida next. That's the final one. But in terms of neighborhoods within North Centro, this is Garcia Jimenez, or something like that. I'm not really sure where the accent is on the Jimenez. And there's also Itzimna. Also not entirely sure where the accent is on that one. But those are two popular neighborhoods here in North Centro. Garcia Jimenez is very popular for having the very huge Parque de las Americas, this is part of it. I think there's also like a concert hall back there. And in certain times of the year, I think weekends too, they have events and festivals, stuff like that.
How fun.
Right now it's pretty chill, feels good. About this neighborhood, guys, I read online, which is a great way to start any sentence, that this particular neighborhood is very popular with expats. Looking around, I don't know if that's necessarily true. It might be, but Merida in general, I think it has like 10,000 permanent expats living here. And Santiago, where we were in Centro, is definitely pretty popular with expats. This allegedly is. We'll look around and see, we'll let you guys know. But either way, it doesn't really feel very obvious that it's like a lot of foreigners living in one space. So Centro Norte, or this area, is not as old as Centro, and it definitely feels like there is more space and it doesn't have necessarily as much of that like colonial feel to it, but it is still very comfortable and there's tons of restaurants and things going on here, so it is a good place to live, especially I think if you want a little bit more space and like fewer people like going back and forth in front of your house. So very comfortable.
It seems like the avenues are so wide.
The avenues are very wide. It's like definitely a few notches below Centro in terms of like the overall energy. And this North Centro neighborhood that we are in now is called Itzimna. This is actually a smaller town that kind of got swallowed up by Merida as it started expanding outside of like the historic center, and it still feels very much like a small town. So just look at that little church behind me. It's adorable. And a lot of this area still has a lot of that colonial feel, which is awesome. It has a much slower pace than Centro, which is kind of nice, but it still has like the character of Centro in certain ways. There's also a lot of restaurants and shops. So in my opinion, this is a great area. And because you guys are very curious, here are some amazing places for sale in the Centro Norte area, North Centro.
Now it's time for some pros and cons of the North Center area. You want to start? with the
Fire away
pros?
again. This is on you.
It's because I have the notes.
Exactly.
It's less busy and overwhelming than Centro, which is nice. It's a lot quieter. It is still very close to Centro, which is it's nice to have access to because like where we are, we're like 30 minutes away, and this is like nice to have nearby. But you also experience like a different lifestyle.
It's a good in between.
Yeah, it's a good in between. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Still has a very traditional Mexican look to it, which it's always appreciated. There are plenty of restaurants, local shops. There are grocery stores where you can big ones too, so you can get anything. It's actually really nice here.
Yeah.
It's great.
Some of the homes have more space than down in Centro as well. Like they have front yards and presumably backyards. I don't know.
Yeah. They didn't let us in.
No.
Cons.
I don't got many for you around this area. I think like right now we're in Itzimna. This is very nice. Garcia Jimenez felt a little bit more residential than this.
Yeah, more like dead.
Yeah, because that's one the other way to put it. Very blunt. But
It was very quiet, but I mean, comfortable and quiet, but also like slow, I guess. It's what I meant. Here it is relatively busier and louder than where we're going next, but that's not necessarily a con. And another thing is that it doesn't have the same like street life as Centro, which could be good or bad depending on what you like.
There's not as much as like moving and shaking as downtown.
Yeah. Now it's time for the last stop. We're gonna show you guys around North Merida, and we're gonna cover 4 neighborhoods there, and we feel kind of qualified for that one the most because that's our neck of the woods. Let's go.
If you do decide to move to Itzimna, you'll be very lucky because there's a taco place called Waine. And the tacos here are fire.
Now we're definitely in the suburbs, guys. Welcome to North Merida, also known as Merida Norte, El Norte de Merida.
El área más norte de Merida.
And we're at the mall.
Guys, this mall is huge. We've never been here before.
So there are definitely more modern and upscale neighborhoods here in North Merida. As you saw, the vibe is totally different, and this is where we live, as we mentioned earlier. So we feel kind of like extra qualified to talk about this, at least from our perspective.
And the most notable thing when you come to these neighborhoods is just how residential it is. So it has such a suburban vibe to it, and it's nothing we've ever really experienced in Mexico, but it is part of North Merida. So you have like the big housing developments with the townhomes and all that kind of stuff, like gated communities.
The big buildings, like luxury apartment buildings. So if that's what you care about, that's what you're gonna find here. And I do want to say one thing, that there was like those 4 neighborhoods feel more or less similar, except for Francisco de Montejo and Temozón Norte. And Temozón Norte, it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's like being recently developed. It feels right. So there's a lot of like new stuff, and it really feels isolated.
Yeah.
That's the one that I would say that I didn't love. Like I love like that it's very quiet and you know like there's not much going on, but it was very.
It felt very remote,
very
like
remote,
no longer
yeah.
in a city.
Yeah.
Like, not even in a suburb almost.
Yeah.
But like for all of these neighborhoods too in North Merida, Norte, I think you definitely do need a car as well. So that's
Yes,
obviously different from
100%.
like the city living further south. Here it's suburban to the sense like you need a car. We don't have a car. We Uber places and get grocery delivery, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
maybe need isn't the right word, but
Yeah.
it's more comfortable with a car.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because it's very hot here too.
I think there's a dog fight happening behind us. We said Alta Brisa was chill, but there are
a
dog
lot
fights
happening
happening here. But so yeah, Alta Brisa is our home. We're very comfortable here. Our townhouse is great. Now that we have like delivery services, we're pretty comfortable.
Yeah, we are.
It works out because we stayed there like working 6 days a week, and it's fine.
6? That's 7. But okay.
We'd like it for it to be 6. But anyway, guys, here is what you can purchase in this area of Merida Norte.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the pros of North Merida. So we wrote that there is proximity to the city's best hospitals,
Private hospitals,
which
yes.
is great. There's international schools, like really good ones too. The reviews look really great if
you're into
that's
that.
something that you need. No, it's not for us. There's a lot of modern and very comfortable homes, like very comfortable, like just very nice places here. It's cheaper, obviously, like to get something like that here versus Centro, so that's a plus. It is surprisingly walkable because we don't have a car and we walk everywhere, and there's sidewalks and we can just
There are sidewalks.
yeah, it's good. It's quiet, which we have experienced, and it is close to Progreso.
That's true. It's close to the beach. It's a very easy drive.
Yes. It's like less than 30 minutes. which
Also,
is
the
great.
nicer grocery stores are up here too. I feel like we have to
Oh,
mention that.
yes,
as well.
there are a lot of nice grocery stores up here, and that is not essential, but it is very comfortable when you're craving, and especially if you like cooking and all that stuff, it is nice to have easy access to all of that. And now some of the cons lacks charm.
It lacks like the street life, you know. So if you want to
Yeah.
go out and like grab a taco, I wouldn't even know how to do that around here.
Yeah, not without a
Which is crazy.
car. There are some places, but it doesn't feel we can walk.
Not like street food.
Yeah, it is far from center. It's close. It's closer to Progreso, time-wise.
Depending on traffic, it's
Yeah.
almost closer to Progreso.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite?
I do have a couple of favorites. I think
We
like
have different
specifically, and we're talking about like neighborhoods. I think Itzimna and I think Santa Ana's really nice.
Oh, you did. Thank
I
you.
stole it
Santana.
from
That's
you.
my number one.
Uh,
It's just so nice. Like it's beautiful, and you have, it's a great in between. You have the best of both worlds, it seems. And I hope that that one day we can live there because that would be really cool.
just there's so much charm in those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irresistible. But that's just our opinion. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. We're more than happy to help. I know the neighborhoods, like some of them, like the names are hard to remember, so I'm gonna list all 9 neighborhoods in the description so you guys can just do your research on your own. Also, don't forget to take the quiz to help you decide where you should live in Mexico. And what else?
Thank you for watching and keep
Thanks
watching
for
our videos.
watching. Subscribe, new videos Wednesdays and Sundays. And if you want to watch another video about Merida, I'm gonna put one here or here. We gave you a tour of our Airbnb and our neighborhood of Alta Brisa. So watch that video next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Gracias.